My sister stopped enjoying parenting once she realized kids grow up to have their own opinions and that not everything will be a perfect Kodak moment with sweet pictures. Welcome back, but if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. My sister has a 3-year-old daughter and a 5-year-old daughter. She loved having a baby. She got to dress her daughter up in whatever she wanted to put her in, and got tons of attention for being a parent and posting the newborn and monthly pictures, and having the christening and big first birthday party. Being a baby, her daughter didn't object. After all, babies aren't interested in much other than crapping, eating, and sleeping. So my sister decided she wanted another right after her daughter turned 1. She fell pregnant within a few weeks of trying. Right when she was hitting the end of her pregnancy with her second daughter, the terrible twos hit with her first daughter. And with it, her daughter started to have her own opinions and didn't want to be her little dress-up doll anymore. My sister hated it. Her little doll had opinions now and would scream that she wants the unicorn shirt instead of the cat shirt my sister wanted a picture of her in. And would sometimes have a meltdown when they went somewhere, meaning my sister didn't get her perfect Instagram pic. My sister relished in her second daughter because she was compliant in the way that babies are, before inevitably getting annoyed with her attitude came in a couple of years later, like her sister. Now my sister does nothing but complain about how she misses when they were babies. She hates that her daughters like Frozen. She didn't want them to like Frozen because she prefers other stuff and wanted a pastel underwater mermaid theme for my niece's birthday party. My sister was pouting at her daughter's party because she'd have preferred a different theme. And Frozen is so unoriginal. There have been so many Frozen parties this year. She misses back when they were 1 and she got to pick the party theme. She hates that her daughter wants to play soccer and not do ballet or gymnastics like she wanted her to. She was unhappy she didn't get the perfect Christmas card photo this year because her daughters were not in a posing mood. She was unhappy that putting up the Christmas tree with them, who the F puts up a Christmas tree in early November, wasn't a magical experience because they acted like the 3 and 5-year-olds they are. They got bored after putting on a few decorations, and my oldest niece didn't want to wear the stuffy, itchy matching dress with her little sister because it's ugly and too hot, and went and changed into a Frozen shirt and leggings. She was upset taking them shopping to pick a special decoration each wasn't special because her youngest had a tantrum and was tired and just snapped. She wants everything to be a perfect Instagram moment and can't stand the reality that her kids are kids. They're little people still learning to navigate the world and who will have their own interests, not little puppets for her to play with. She literally gets angry when they don't want to have their pictures taken and disappointed when they don't want to wear or do what she wants them to wear or do. She whines about how parenting isn't what she thought it was and sulks because there is no free returns policy because the products are not as advertised. She goes on and on about how she was lied to about motherhood being magical, and it isn't magical, and laments how her sweet, well-behaved babies are gone. Her kids aren't even badly behaved for their ages. They have their moments like all kids do at the age that they have been, but they are hardly the spawn of Satan or anything. She actually got pretty lucky with my nieces. They are pretty decent kids without her really doing too much to make them that way. So what she really means is, I miss when my daughters or my little Instagram props were completely under my control instead of being old enough to have opinions and want age-appropriate levels of agency and decision-making, like choosing their outfit for the day and what kind of birthday party they want. She should have just gotten a dog or a cat to dress up and throw a party for every year and call it a day. But instead she popped out 2 kids that she will no doubt mentally F up because she can't accept them being people, not her little dolls. And they call us the selfish ones. At least I didn't have 2 children to live vicariously through. I'm 19 and barely talk to my mother now that I'm out of college because she was like this with my younger sisters and I while we were growing up. She was obsessed with the pictures and social media likes and kept posting embarrassing photos of me and stories about me online against my will and refused to delete them when I asked her over and over to do it. She didn't care her posts embarrassed me because her wine mom friends would drop the likes and, haha, that's so funny, Karen, XO. Who cares if she was embarrassing her child as long as she was getting that social media validation? If your sister keeps being like this with your nieces, they're going to really resent their mother in the future. I still resent all the times my mother forced her preferences on me. Like, one of the best things about being 19 and at college is that I can finally buy the clothes I want to wear, rather than being forced to wear what my mother liked, even if it's not my style or taste because it is my money. I put on red lipstick every single day just because I know she hates it. Regarding social media has been like catnip for narcissistic parents, That and parents of kids with disabilities have martyr mentalities where they ensure that everyone can see how much they suffer at the expense of their child's future employment and friendship abilities. An autistic child has a meltdown from sensory problems no matter the age. The parent posts it on social media, and for decades to come, it is easy to see the child's embarrassing moments. An employer looks up your name and sees that even at your teenage ages, you had what looked like a toddler tantrum. Why would they want to hire you unless they are knowledgeable about autism? So this leads to the child being more dependent on that abusive parent that then complains online that you don't have a job yet, and look how much the parent is suffering from that. It can be an endless cycle. Honestly, disability parents are some of the people I hate the most. They use their kids as props, constantly fall victim to or perpetrate dangerous BS pseudoscience, advocate for what is frankly abuse, and refuse to listen to their own children or others with the same disability regarding privacy of said children. The catch-22 of telling your potential employer you are autistic or not tell them is hell to deal with. I haven't had a real steady job since September of 2018. To have the added crap of things your parents posted without your consent would be horrifying. I'm 21 and my mom still won't acknowledge that taking a picture of me, 17 then, asleep, and asking to read my travel journal were huge invasions of privacy. Even 4 years later, I don't even want to think about the old pictures of baby me mid-tantrum and the number of times she's gone around telling her friends about what a brat I am. Usually because I got mad for very reasonable reasons, like refusing to delete the aforementioned picture and pressuring me to date guys, which she stopped after it came out, but it's still why that took me 20 years to do. My sister is similar. Now she's a complete narcissist. So when her kids were little, it was great for her because she got her way 100% of the time. Now they're 18 and 12, she tells them that they need to grow younger to make her happy. She visibly seethes when they defy even her most pointless wishes. For example, the oldest is goth, and my sister wants her to be a girly girl. When she was younger, this was easy to force. Now it just has my sister bitching about how the girl isn't doing what is best for her. The youngest, she used to dote all over the youngest, treating her to everything she wanted. They once hung out at a hotel hours after checking out because the youngest wanted to partake in the limbo contest later that day and was out in round 1. If both girls wanted different things, the youngest girl got what she wanted because she was little. Now, at 12, it is just my sister bitching about both girls. The youngest has gone from doing no wrong to doing no right. I know all of this because they live with my mom, and I get weekly phone calls from my mom venting. Latest phone call was my mom telling me that my sister asked for her share of the utilities bill, and my sister asked the 18-year-old high school senior to pay the half of the bill. Thanksgiving is going to be uncomfortable when I tell my sister that she's only allowed to spend her own money, and if she ever pulls that again, I will be making a special trip back there.